So, and then the dragon was blocking the road, so I was pretty sure that was just the game telling me to fuck off and go back. So, if it's not, then I'll find out soon enough.
I mean,
Oh,
several roads lead to where you want to go. But that's just part
yeah,
of the
but there's
way the
also the
world
bad
works.
way to play the game, which is to play the game in the first place. Having a hard time doing that. I'm baffled you can't break this coming off of Demon Souls. This thing would totally break in a normal game.
Most do, just a lot of the early game ones won't.
Okay. That's fair.
I remember how you go about the speedrun here. It's kind of funny. You just roll off the side of the cliff.
Like it's
Just make
just,
a blind fall.
like my premise for first plays is like if it's something mechanically about the game, then it's kind of like whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, the first game I ever streamed was Dark Souls 2. And two of my first followers kind of still show up every once in a while.
A lot of random guys here to slaughter.
Are we still talking about Dark Souls 2 here, Turbo?
I mean,
What?
I think he's thinking of something else, but it's kind of similar.
No. Oh, you're talking about Dark Souls 2?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant this game. There's like a tower just before Taurus that you climb, and if you open up the door there, there's
Oh,
a
yeah,
guy
yeah.
there that looks like Garl Vinland. Have you played
found
Demon
the
Souls?
rock.
Talik?
I mean, no way to do that, so.
Oh, well,
Not really.
yeah, you do.
I've watched Alucard do it a bunch, and
You do now. PS3
How?
emulation is a thing now.
It actually works pretty well for Demon Souls specifically.
oh, interesting. Interesting.
Alright, I'm gonna get up for a little bit. Be right back.
I'm
Okay.
actually really considering getting a graphics card upgrade, but like I'm also kind of worried because,
I would wait
I
for
know
the next
that-
generation.
well, I'm not going to be able to buy the next generation.
Well, the price is not going to be
Because it's a
much different, is the thing.
Maybe, but I also like, what do you call
Unless
it?
you're going to get a second hand.
I was gonna say I also like tried and true stuff. That makes sense. Like I don't mind buying a graphics card that's a couple years old as long as it's been confirmed to have like pretty solid architecture and work with most things.
I mean,
Getting
they
new
really,
generation graphics cards, it's not a huge gamble, but it's a little bit of a gamble.
But the thing is, Vega, so the new generation of NVIDIA cards, the Titan and the production card of it have already been out for a while, so by the time the consumer products arrive, the product's already gonna be, the actual chip is gonna be out for quite a while.
The main thing that's kept me from that though is like I'm actually really worried about the state of my computer.
You have a master key?
Yeah. I use that as my trinket thing. Because, like, I was looking at this items, and, like, I actually asked Alucard what a couple of them do mechanically. And I was like, well, the first 4 of these are just bad, because they're one-time use items.
I don't know
And
about
after
it.
that, it was kind of like, hey, there's this ring that regens, and Alucard's like, actually, it doesn't regen, it just gives you a little bit more health. I'm like, oh, well, that's crappy, so I'm not getting that.
That's what I had.
So it was like Master Key versus Binoculars. And I had no idea how much Binoculars would help or not help. So I figured having a Master Key to reduce the amount of souls that I spend potentially on key items would be helpful.
I have returned.
Hello.
Have you seen what's happening?
Yep, it's fine.
I mean, if I run into death, then it's whatever.
I mean, it's expected.
That is a big dude. but I've only pulled one.
Oh
Which is
man,
important.
Pendant Primus. Pendant.
Okay. So he doesn't break my guard instantly. However, I do basically no damage to him.
You need the pendant to unlock the super secret actual
There
final
we go.
boss.
Now it let me backstab him.
Some
Okay.
of the hitboxes are weird for backstabbing. You kind of need to be on the side a little bit.
Yeah. Right in the butthole. Also, you
Yeah,
can't apparently hit them as they stand up.
Well,
Just-
sometimes where their back actually is different because of the animation. And you just have to account for that
this is-
sometimes.
It's also dumb how you unlock on after a backstab. It's pretty bad.
Yeah. Just learn to play unlocked.
Yeah, this is really dumb.
Yeah, no.
Is this a consistent thing? Like where you, after you backstab, you can't follow up with a power attack? Because if so, that's...
I mean, not while he's
really
down.
bad.
Usually.
I mean, I guess it's not bad if it's consistent, but
I don't think you can ever hit them while they're.
I'm gonna
like,
try now with a light attack. See what happens. I also am probably headed towards Blighttown, by the way, since he mentions that you can either go up to get the MacGuffin, or you can go down towards Blighttown,
You can go down towards the other MacGuffin.
which is in Blighttown, he mentions. Which is really weird, because I thought Blighttown was DLC, so...
No.
At least I'll get to see how many souls this guy gives me. For stabbing him in the butt a bunch. Very important to stab in the butt. Yeah, this is, So it looks like they took out follow-ups off of a backstab, which is probably for the best.
Was that in Demons?
Yes, 100%.
I may have never noticed because
But
I was just
they-
used to there not being any.
They counteracted it a little bit by, like, you could follow up when they were on the ground, but it would make them basically insta-stand. And they would typically turn very quickly, so like you could chain backstabs, but it was really tight in timing and didn't work super well. So I didn't even look to see how much that gave me.
What does humanity do in DS1 again? Like drop rate and stuff?
Yeah, so the number next to your health bar is your soft humanity. It's like the actual humanity that's in use. More humanity you have, the more your item discovery goes up. And you can use it, you can spend it to make yourself human, and then spend it again while human to kindle bonfires. Which gives you more Estus Flask for that bonfire. And only that one.
This guy... Okay, never mind. I was gonna say, is this guy not getting hurt by this? But it was just kind of weird.
And I double checked, but being human doesn't actually give you anything. It just unlocks online.
And Kindle, right?
Yeah. Well, there are NPC summons that you can do, and you have to be human to do those. So there is some offline
Wow.
play to it, but
What I get for letting go of block, I guess.
I assume you want to fight all bosses 1v1 anyway.
That's the plan.
Talik's trying not to laugh now.
I'm just freaked out because anytime I see the poison icon, I think of the Dark Souls 2 toxic icon. I'm like, oh, Jesus.
Poison is awful in Dark Souls 2. It's basically toxic in Dark Souls 1. Plus other stuff.
I guess I'm reversing them in that case.
Yeah.
One of them in
Which-
Dark Souls is ridiculous.
Which for Demon Souls equivalent would be just poison and plague. Toxic is Plague or just Super Poison Primus.
Countdown to death.
Yeah. Of course, then you get to Dark Souls 3 and like, apparently Toxic doesn't matter anymore.
Interesting.
Like, late game is when they start throwing it at you and you have so much health by the late game, it just doesn't matter as much.
Is DS3 pretty good?
I like it. If you like faster combat, something closer to Bloodborne, then it's good.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's
Is Bloodborne PlayStation 3?
PS4.
hello.
Did
Oh,
you do the thing?
The thing's being done.
$500. Yeah, it's not really worth the time.
What's a recommendation on the cheapest HD capture?
Cheapest.
Cheapest?
Cheapest is not necessarily
Second-hand
what you
Elgato.
want.
Probably.
I mean, Dragon Blitz has said his StarTech's pretty good, and that's what I was actually looking at maybe getting.
I
Those are
think
about
he has
120. I think.
exactly what I have.
Yeah. I got the StarTech.
And
It works.
the only problem so far that I can say with mine is that mine is the 720 at 60 and 1080 at 30 FPS, but at 1080 30 sometimes it kind of captures at 25, maybe 22 occasionally. I don't know why. It could be my splitter, but I don't think it is. But it doesn't super matter.
It's probably because you shit-topped memes that one time.
Could
Let's
be.
see. Computer parts? Audio video parts, there we go, right?
Yeah, I might just back out of this area because this is taking too long to kill these guys. Pretty clearly not supposed to be here, even though I could continue.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be better when you continue down, right?
Yeah, but for now, again, this is the way I play, or I've been playing these types of games, is gaining information.
I mean, yeah, you have to
Thing.
play it. It's kind of like a NES game, modern.
Well,
If anything, simpler than that.
so like one of the downsides to the bonfire system early on and with this open world is like if you went on and you got a bonfire in this area and you
Then
just
you die, yeah, I can go back to that.
you find it completely oppressive and can't move, then you're kind of stuck there.
That's why DS2 made some changes to that system. Probably.
But I mean, if I ran into a stone here, I would have no problem taking it. Because, like, it would respawn these guys, sure, but I've shown that I can fight them. And they're very slow, so I could probably outpace them if I needed to.
If you
do
come
an
from
aggro.
here, they're not a problem. But sometimes the direction where you enter an area from is a problem.
Well, yeah, like, if I couldn't just circle these guys freely, then they'd be more of a problem, because I'd have to parry them. Because I don't think I can kick them off ledges, so... Maybe I can. I suppose that's more information I could get.
Probably could. I bet
I'd
you
have
can
to
make
see
them
if I
run
could-
off ledges.
Well, yeah, but that's just the jank of the AI in these games. I feel like I'm running backwards. Probably because I'm running backwards.
Yeah, for some reason the lighting when they transition.
I feel like a
into
compass would
areas
have been
is really
nice in these games. Just so you know which direction you had been heading.
But my UI.
A compass is not a huge UI element. You could literally just put a bar underneath your souls counter.
But my UI.
I think doesn't one of the games have that?
No.
There's the balut time. So I've
I don't
heard
think
that
any
this
of them have it.
is literal cancer.
This area
Only
is
on your
also
frame
literal
rate.
cancer for encoding. Oh, also for frame rate in the
I mean, on PC it's not so bad if you have a decent rig, but still, it's not great.
Honestly, I didn't find it much of an issue here. The one area where it pissed me off was that dragon boss fight.
Hmm.
Wow, there's a dragon
Where-
boss fight in this game? What the fuck, man? How would I have
Spoiler.
ever known that there was gonna be a dragon in the fight? It's not like I killed 2 of those fuckers in the last game. Actually 3, I guess. Hello, Ugons.
Trying to think where the third one is. Because there's 2 in...
I got a
Two
little bit of
Volataria.
info. And not only did I get a little bit of info, but I also got a key.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that
You wanna-
the key?
You want to know where that key goes, Turbo?
Probably inside of Blighttown.
No. It goes
Oh,
to
it's
the
the
door
gate
you
that you
unlocked to get
opened.
here.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
That's dumb as hell.
Well, he has the master key.
What a
Just
bad
let him
game.
open
Master
the
key.
door.
Yeah.
And you're supposed to have come around the other way, normally, if you don't have it.
I like how
And
you say
so, like-
normally it sounds like Turbo glitched in there.
It's open.
What a bad game.
So, like, you go through Blighttown and you get that key, and then it lets you loop back to Firelink.
You have to get the shortcut. Oh.
I mean, you don't need the master key to get in here and do Blighttown
Are
backwards.
ledges still terrible in this game, like in Demon Souls, or did they
Not
do a
really.
better job
I've
of
been
like...
wondering why you're so cautious around it.
They're,
If you play Demon Souls, Talik, fucking
They're-
never trust ledges, ever.
they're better, but, like, I'd always side on caution.
Especially if you need to like... If you need to like get on top of something that's like jaggedly modeled, like fucking, you might as well just resort that you're probably gonna die. So if you need to do something before that, then do it.
Quit out.
Because 9 times out of 10, you're just gonna die if you try to get on top of something.
What is this chainmail you have on? Did you see some
Literal
weird
chainmail?
preset?
You can buy it from the first vendor.
Yeah.
Huh.
I'm a bandit, but I was like,
Oh, a bandit. Okay.
I'm a bandit, but I bought the chainmail because I was like, it's pretty cheap and decent upgrade for most things. Pretty much the
It's-
only advantage is the gloves are better than the chainmail one. The only downside that I have so far is maybe I move slower. I'm still not sure on that mechanic, and they have less lightning resist. But since I haven't run into lightning yet, I'm not too worried about that. Hello, dragon. Look at this piece of shit.
It's one dead Dargan.
By the way, I was relatively sure that was going to happen when I did it. So it wasn't like it caught me by super surprise.
Oh yeah.
Because, like, yeah,
Not
he looks
wanting to
like
fight.
a piece of shit, but...
Not wanting to fight the dead Dargan.
Well, the dead Dargan still shoots shit out of his mouth. Look at all this poo gas it's putting out.
I mean, how strong can he be? He's dead.
Interesting prospect.
Can always make suicide runs.
See, the thing is you're saying if you're a man, but what you don't understand is the entire premise of the Souls game is to be a huge coward.
You mean roll everywhere?
I mean, why would I ever roll?
Shield is the coward button.
It's also the button that keeps you alive.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, what's happening? Panic.
Hmm?
Shield.
Well, this is unusual. You haven't lost your head. And more importantly, you're free. How on
Standalone
earth-
video capture and
Well,
streaming.
I shouldn't
200 bucks.
I'm Rickert of Vinheim. I was
Rickert
once an established smith.
Mm-hmm. It's actually
the
Rickard.
Smith.
Can you believe it?
Rickert the Smith. You
Hmm?
fucking serious?
What is it?
Oh, you're gonna love all the Berserk references in this game.
Don't worry. I've no intention of escape. It's safe here.
I have no idea
Can't
what
bear the
like
thought
half
of
the
going
shit I'm
hollow
doing
out
is
there.
for this device.
Although, I must admit, I've not much to occupy myself.
No, you see in
How
Esper,
about
the
that?
premise of all Souls
I can
games
forge
is
your
to be
weapons,
naked
albeit with
and press the
minimal
iframe
tools.
button.
I'll show you what made me the best in Vinheim.
Wow, just
And it has
through
to
the
be
gate.
blue.
I suppose that water is death in these games, right?
Well, bottomless
suppose-
pits are, and I would assume that that water doesn't have a bottom to it.
But does that water, when I go into it, does it play the Castlevania sound?
Use my phone? Yeah.
And does it make a little 8-bit splash? These are very important things for game feel.
Where it's not just like spiral staircases like that, but the level design likes to rotate around itself. Ugons really wants you to see whether or not Souls Man can swim.
The entire premise of somebody not like, okay, so this guy's in heavy metal armor, totally understand that, because you'd get exhausted very fast if you could actually exert the force needed to swim.
This magically undead person?
But
That,
Yes.
that didn't link to any more, Kai.
I mean, you're
It's very
magically undead, but you still can die to conventional arms. So
I mean, that didn't link to anything.
I'm getting the 404.
okay.
Hang on.
Where did you? Oh, in general.
Ooh, that did not hit at all.
I literally have the
So,
thing copied word for
that's
word,
interesting.
letter for letter.
I found it anyway.
Okay, so this is a big change if it's accurate. Like if I actually did hit that, and I'm almost 100% sure I did, but you never know with this game and its shit collision. But if I did hit that, then that means that incorporeal things need something special to hit with, which would mean either magic of some type or maybe a magical weapon.
Oh, you connected with it.
Okay. Either that or those guys in particular have something, but I can test that on the next incorporeal enemy I have also that I run into.
So,
Good
I really
information,
think
though.